pit lane speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour.
Oh my god, this is so weird.
That's a new fastest lap for Anderson, 149.3.
That's fine. Alternative lines. Oh shit, I don't have chat up. Whoops. It's alright, I need to fix my JRT anyway. Hold on a minute.
New fastest lap for Anderson, 146.7.
And restart JRT. Come on. There we go. Okay, is this working now? It is. Okay, back in business. Yay. With a whole minute of practice to go. I'm sure it'll be fine. Ish.
There's traffic behind.
Okay.
The leader's just done a 144.4.
This is not a Skippy. This is a very misshapen Skippy. We will be back in the Skippy for the Snail Racing RaceToLearn stuff after this race. This is a...
So, who saw me flying across the track?
LoveFortySix.
That was me.
Christ, that's loud.
Yeah, that was me. I thought somebody was playing Flight Sim in here.
I'm sorry, I got disqualified.
You actually got DQ'd?
I actually got DQ'd, so if someone let me back into the session... Oh, I'm back.
It's a little much.
Holy cow.
Trying to redo my... Oh, that's right, I can't deal with fuel. Trying to redo my audio. I found out that Windows was helping.
Yeehaw! That's only
and set iRacing to 2% volume. I was trying to figure out why I had to do such strange things with
46
volume.
laps to get the job done. I love this.
The pit lane speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour.
I'm pretty sure these are V6 tires because the best laps are like lap 2 and 3, and then it just falls on its
Pit exit's
face.
clear. Alright, Pete, we've got 46 laps. Let's get this done.
It also does the fall off a cliff with grip thing. Yeah, and Olden with newer drivers, let's say. It will be a circus.
Car left. Clear left.
And open quali. Oh boy. This bodes well. I've done 0 practice laps here today. So, yep. And I'd never driven this car until last night. So it should be interesting. The frame rate stuttering? I don't know. Come on, turn, you fucking cow.
Well, at least no one's going to be confused, because there's at least 3 of us running the same livery. So much wheel hop.
The leader has just done a 146.3.
This is fine. That's ridiculous. That's
You're
the only
now
lap I'm gonna
0.1
get because
ahead
this
of
thing
P2.
took so
Sector
fucking
3
long
times quick.
to do
You've
that
just done
lap.
a 146.2.
Ridiculous.
That's the end of the session, P2.
Okay.
Perfect quality. Perfect.
Alright.
I get to put in a clean lap.
A rolling start too. Why not? I think there's no pit, and we're severely overfueled anyway. Delta, please? Apparently I don't get a Delta. Okay.
Good luck, everyone. Have fun.
Oh, we're gonna
you know what? It's probably
we're
out
gonna
by
have a
now.
lot
The air
of
temp
fun.
is 69 Fahrenheit.
There we go.
Please, no banana peels.
Follow the safety car in the right lane.
We're all gonna die. This is gonna be glorious.
Why so many cars with the same livery?
It's the best livery, that's why.
It's an honest mistake.
Where
We
did she end
didn't
up
know.
anyway? 11.
I forgot to check what Pierre was wearing, so I was wearing the same.
I should wear this for the next race
Green,
too.
green, green. P12.
That frame rate. Gross.
Saved it!
Well, there
Saved
goes
it!
everyone. The rip in the rear.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Wait, this is stock car, right? We can crash into each other.
Can this thing even draft? I don't know. Like, is it going fast enough to actually have a draft?
You trying to break the slipstream, Martin?
Yeah.
It's a Jetta, don't bother.
I don't know if they would give me that corner as the final corner. It's kind of looking like not the one I picked.
P2.
It's a diesel. I don't think I have to run it too hot on revs. Yep, fourth works fine.
That lap was a 144.0.
we're fucked. It's just not gonna fucking turn. Yeah. Terminal understeer worth 1.5 seconds. There you go.
Nothing happened.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that.
Really?
Guys, what are you doing here? I just stopped for chilling.
The gap to Anderson behind is now 6.1 seconds. P2.
Oh no.
Yeah, my steering wheel is like 90 degrees to the right now.
Hop, 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 hop.
Do we have fast repair?
Yeah, of course, 255 as always.
The gap in front is now 1.9 seconds.
Oops.
Sector 1 is 0.8, off the pace. Okay, Pete, we've just cut the track. The stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines.
If I get to you, I'm not breaking early.
Is he lifting? I don't know what the hell. Yep, this is Jeddah. This is LoveFortySix's community race, or sub race.
Penalty for what? Yeah, I didn't break early there.
I noticed that.
Yep, all the understeer and the wheel hop. The right the right rear just picks up and hops like 5 or 6 times around some of these corners.
Okay, Pete, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium. Sectors 1 and 2 are fast. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace.
Lift, you bastard. Thank you. Someone ate it back there.
Well done, Pete. Great drive. That's a podium.
Well, it wasn't as horrible as I expected. There's a lot of death back here.
Sorry, Asian driver.
What the hell? Okay. What did you do?
That was fun.
Oh. Guess it's time to grid again. Alright. What's this, like random grid?
Please no Panterino, love, this time.
Or reverse top 5? No. That should be near Drew. Whoops. I don't know. Whatever.
46 laps. The air temp is 69 Fahrenheit.
Good luck, everyone.
Follow the safety car in the right column.
Get up there. Get up there. You have to remember this is a diesel and doesn't want to be at the top of the rev range, or it doesn't care about being top of the rev range anyway.
Floor it. P11.
Car left. Clear left. Left side. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left. On your left. Clear left.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
On your left. Clear left.
Love, you're supposed to stay on track and not cut corners.
Sorry.
On your right.
No, keep on blocking.
Clear right.
Keep on
Right
blocking,
side.
it's fine.
Hold your line.
How are you that
Hold your line.
obstacle?
Hold your line. Clear right.
P3. Okay, Pete. We've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Car right. Clear right.
Oh, it's a wreck test.
I'm okay. Everything is under control.
Nothing happened.
Absolutely nothing.
Kimo, do you not use a crew chief?
I'm done with engine.
I do use. You have fast repair.
Alright, run away from these crazy bastards. There we go. I finally got a one that kind of looks right.
I didn't expect to hop like that on the inside.
Well done, Pete. This is terrific.
For
Exactly what we
tires.
came here for. You're leading.
I have no idea what I'm doing in this car. Just cooking the fronts. Come on. Grip up with that camber. There we go. Okay, 20 minutes until the Snail racing session. That'll be a 15 to 20 minute practice, and then we'll get
The
into
gap
the
to Butler behind is increasing.
track
It's now
walkthrough for
3.8
Emma.
seconds.
Turn in. Fucking hell. What a cow.
Fastest lap.
Yeah, it's an off track.
Just cut the track.
Yeah. Lower that, because I just said that's an off track, which is how you can tell.
Track limits.
Uh-huh.
Nothing to see here. Oh shit.
What are you doing, Mr.
Oh my god. The rear just pogo sticking. This is ridiculous.
Me? Nothing.
Okay.
This is like when we take the service truck around the
Did you draw
rallycross
something?
track. Or when we do ice racing.
No.
Take my buddy's
I
conversion
saw
van.
something.
It just... What's this mention?
No,
Hoopty
not
what?
possible.
Totally trying to clutch. Can't believe this car's actually an automatic. Ridiculous. Okay, 2 minutes to go. That was a little late. Jesus. Glad I don't have a motion rig. I just ate.
Nothing happened. You don't need to watch that again.
Come on, Pete. Last lap. Keep your shit together. You're not home yet. You're in the lead. We've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
I don't know what I did. I was so fast the first couple. Oh yeah, NTM V6 tires. That's what happened. And say I don't know why my first couple laps were so much faster. I keep forgetting that you have to flog the hell out of it like lap 2 and 3 with the old tire model.
The gap behind's increased to 11 seconds.
Come on. Oh, absolute moose. Jesus.
What's
What a
going
potato
on
of a
here?
car.
Well done, Pete. Great win. You deserve that today.
Oh. Almost stuck the landing. Okay. I think that's it. That was feature, right?
Oh my god.
Oh no, that was consolation. I still got one to go. Okay. No, never mind. It's gonna be invert 5 again.
I couldn't catch you.
This is gonna get really close to my race to learn session. I should be able to finish it out. Okay. I think we'll come out just about on time for race to learn at in 14 minutes. I guess we can do. Best lap is fine.
46 laps. The air temp is 69 Fahrenheit. We need to follow car number 7 in the right column.
Oh shit, I can turn my first back on.
Sorry.
Already issues. Love it.
Does everybody see 2 pace cars, right?
Yep.
Just stay behind the pace car.
You can drive through the pace car, right? I remember that.
No, you gotta stay behind the pace car.
I'm absolutely sure you can actually drive into it, though. I don't think it's solid. We should try it.
Green, green, green.
Oh, one of them is very solid. What's going on?
On your right.
Who's not going to make that?
Clear right. Car right.
Whoop.
Clear right.
Don't want any of it. Fuck you guys, I'm out.
That was a fun race, thanks.
Alrighty then.
Pete, stay away.
I'm sorry.
Oh, this race is a meme.
Nice one, Pete.
I
Good
might
start.
be slightly overpowered, but it's in a car I've literally never driven. And they do some like reverse top 5 stuff, so it's still interesting. And Love is a real world F4 driver, so no excuses. Who is also streaming over at LoveFortySix on Twitch. I have to remember that all the grip is in the first couple laps. It's like instinct to go easy the first couple laps now that I'm used to all the NTM V7 cars. This just feels strange to try and push so hard opening laps.
Pete, don't do it.
No pressure. That's a nice paint job you got there. It'd be a shame something happened to it.
Now, what would be
P2.
shame is if I lost P1.
Come on, come around.
welcome to breakfast, family.
Yeah, after these races.
Oh, God. Nope, we're dead.
Pete, what happened?
Just checking the safety barriers. They're good.
Stay between the
In
lines,
case
please,
anyone is
Pete.
wondering. Okay, can't send it that hard. Car seems fine, bizarrely. Yeah, I'm like, okay, you gotta send it harder. The tires are fine. Not that fine. Oh well. See, I
Leader
told you
has
it
just
wasn't a
done
runaway thing.
144.4.
How is the car fine?
P3.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. What the fuck? What is this made out of? That's ridiculous.
You've got to watch these track limits.
Yeah, there's no chance. Oh,
You're gaining on this car. The gap is 1.2 seconds.
slightly less send. Much more effective. Oops.
You've gone outside track limits. Come on, keep it between the lines.
That off track's not gonna help you. Cue the Jaws theme song.
You mind crashing again, Pete?
Careful what you asked for when you were within 0.2 of me.
Left side. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Still there.
I don't really know how wide this car
Still
is.
there.
About this wide, I hope.
Still there. Clear left.
All right, Pete. Hold your nerve. Just keep it smooth. No mistakes. Come on, track
Close
limits.
enough.
You're pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 0.7. P2.
Two minutes.
Fastest
Hello.
lap for Butler, 144.3.
Hello.
This real hops cracks me up. Absurd. Oh my god.
Last lap, bring it on
Okay,
home.
at least timing
Sector
wise
1
it's
is
gonna work
quick,
out pretty
Sector
well
2
for
time
race
is
time.
good, Sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace.
Oh my god, the
The gap
wheel
in front
hop.
is now
Seriously.
7.4. Oh, fuck's sake, Pete. If you don't stop cutting, we will get a penalty.
I suspect if we were going to go to penalty, we would have by now, Jim. Calm your tits. It's Orton in a bathtub. What do you want, man? I'm not a magician.
You're pulling away. The gap behind is now 2.4 seconds.
Good race, guys. Good race.
Well done. Decent drive.
Stuck's the landing. Round 2.
Engage the limiter.
Just quick pit stop. Yeah, she dead. What the hell's going on over there? What the fuck? You're just getting busy, man.
Thank you.
You're still going.
What a finish, love.
That was amazing.
What happened in the first corner?
I went from P7 to P1
Right,
and
who
never
was
looked
that?
back. That's what happened.
It was Mr.
I
Pickle.
think whoever was in the pace car there slowed up, so I had to check up so I didn't cross start
Okay.
finish line before him in second.
Wait, is the race over?
Yes, very, very over.
Here in 15 minutes or something like that. So stay tuned.
Okay, love. On the stream, you have to go to the first race on lap 3 and have a look at me when after I do my first crash, I hit a sign that does not move.
iRacing, please. What are you doing?
Okay.
What the hell? Okay, alright. Don't have time for review right now. I'll take a look at that later. Need to get into the race to learn stuff. Let's see, just give me 1 minute. Core. league sessions. Okay. Just finding the Snail racing session. Jump into that. And also I have to set up my, I do hot mic for a good chunk of, while I'm actually speaking and trying to drive, because it's just too hard to do push to talk. So I'm going to have to get that ready to turn on. Is this telling me to join yet? Yes, there we go. Okay. Alrighty, guys, we'll see you, man. In a few minutes. Okay, where's CloudBot? That's CloudBot. Okay. Just get ready to be able to turn this on. No, timers. Okay. Okay, we're ready with that. Bring this back. Oh, I have to jump into, hold on. Jump into the voice. And let's check the coach notes. Okay. Yeah, with me? Almost ready? Okay. To chat.
And come and do stuff. And it takes me about half an hour to wake up.
That's a little loud for me. Turn that
Good
down a
evening,
bit.
Pete. Or good afternoon, rather, Pete.
Good more after evening, folks.
Is it better? Can you hear me better now?
There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, that's about
That's
it right there.
Perfect.
What scene did I end up on? Suppose I should double check that, huh? The wrong one. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Oh, bollocks, this car's not set up at all. Hold on.
Yeah, we've got 2 participants who's on holiday this week and next week.
By the way, that one guy said Alan suggested he should come, but I couldn't find a name for him, so I've never invited him to the league. So if anyone sees any chat in Discord about I can't join,
Pit lane speed limit is 72 kilometers per hour. Pit exit's clear. Stay behind the white line.
I guess
I don't know if the monitor
that is a little quiet when I've got the engine going.
There's nothing in RaceToLearn at the moment, so...
If you just keep an eye out, Annie, that'd be awesome.
Go ahead and crank it up, I guess.
Superstar.
Just have to get used to it.
Oh, where am I going?
Okay, well, I guess that'll be the first lesson then.
I just bought the track, by the way.
The pit exit's clear.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, the pit exit is awesome. I love this track.
Well, you obviously know this track because you had it. You didn't have to buy it.
Yeah, I don't know. I suspect I might know it. I don't know. I don't think I've ever raced it.
No one's put in a
Oh,
lap
lovely.
yet.
Oh, this is fun.
Okay, my force feedback's messed up.
Oh, this is a nice pit exit.
Right, second. It wasn't clipping.
Whatever.
It felt like it was clipping.
Good evening, Jake.
Is this a very sticky track?
Oi, oi, oh, lovely.
Yeah, hot one. The VRS time's at 51C track temperature.
Oh, it's not good, Mr. Have I set the session up wrong again?
Indeed.
So it's afternoon, around
That's the sound of lawnmower makes.
1:30 in the afternoon, I think the race is. So
Yeah, I said it afternoon, yeah.
Oh shit. Sorry for swearing. Sorry. There's a turn I didn't expect.
It's really grippy on the force feedback. I don't know if my force feedback's broken.
Sorry, Walter.
No worries.
That was unacceptable entry.
Mandatory for that to happen the first time you purchase the track.
I watched you race, Pete. You did well.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Shit, I did not expect that. Did you, the one where LoveFortySix got pelted, did you win that race?
No, P2. I lost it myself, trying to force myself to drive the car harder in the first couple laps.
Good evening, Ariane.
That's more like it.
There we go. Now I push talk button. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Jack. How are you?
Good. I'm excited to try this out. It's my first time putting anything on this track, so we'll see how things go.
No, same here. I just bought it.
A little bit unprepared this evening.
So usually we'll end up doing a 15 to 20 minute warm-up just so that people get used to the track. And this week is a track walkthrough. We probably will still do a couple of drills, but...
Fred, Darren.
We'll mostly just be talking about the track
Good morning.
Got the early risers here.
Yeah.
Bruce and Darren's going to be all grumpy because I've scheduled 4 o'clock for us to do.
Oops.
He looked at the same as me.
Right off the edge.
Oh, honestly, I did exactly the same. Oh, this track's amazing.
Definitely a nice contrast to Lock Rock.
Yeah, it's got grip. I tried to remember how many gears Skippy has.
Turn 1 and 2 is just so scary.
Yeah, turn 1, I just went off.
Me too, in style. Should people talk about downhill?
Should have to switch over to my initial D livery.
Did I just join before unsafe? Sorry, Jake.
I'm just going slow.
P2, sector 3 times okay. You've just done a 153.45. Sector 1 times okay. The leader has just done a 153.08.
times. I'm still going off track.
Sector 2 time is okay.
Fast, Marcus.
No.
Okay.
Your quickest overall, we're 10th off the pace in Sector 3. That lap time was 1:53.07. Just done a 1:52.89. Sector 1 is 1.6 off the pace. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. That puts you 1.3 seconds off the leader's pace.
Hello, Charles.
That lap time was 1:54.22. Sector 3 time is fast.
It's not in Discord yet, Larry. There we go. Hi, Charles.
Hello.
Hi, Charles. Did you get your RFP sorted?
Yeah. I was just playing about with it, really.
Sorry, I never got hold of you to take it through my settings.
Sector 1 time is good.
No worries.
At least there's room to go off track on this track.
And to pass. And to pass. I'm really
And I
struggling
know my
to
final
find
corner is
one
pretty
to
garbage. There's several tenths.
do anything, basically.
But yeah, basically low 52s for the moment until I figure that out. This is a colder track, so I should be able to get a little higher than that, but I think that's in the ballpark. Like I know last season, the final corner is supposed to be a third gear corner, but I'm having trouble making it work this time. I think my line's just wonky.
Okay, so I'm
Quickest
10
overall.
seconds off.
Sector 3 times okay. That lap was at 152.50.
I've not hit a lap yet, so
Same.
Oh my god. Are you done?
Sector 1 is quick.
Okay.
Now delete this lap. You've cut the track.
I think I have to wait until lap 7 before really giving it the full means with the tires. I think it's on that edge of first and second, you know. I say like this one's on the edge of third and second, and I don't know. I liked third last season, but I can't seem to get the rotation this time. But I also think I'm turning in too early. I don't know, I have to work on it.
You're having to do that.
Jeepers.
Oh, I've just driven my skin off for a 154. I need to lose weight. Heavier than Pete.
Oh, and then Marcus comes up behind you, and you're like, oh, freaking hell, okay.
yeah, Marcus is, is intimidating.
Scary swing at the back of you there. Hello, I'm Marcus!
Marcus, sorry, Marcus! Did I turn in too early, Marcus?
No worries, that was
Right side.
my fault. My fault, no
Hold your
worries.
line. Clear right.
Just remember, I'm braking loads way earlier than you would.
Yeah.
Right side. Clear right. Right side. Clear right.
I know, I'll just hang on to Pete.
Good luck.
Yeah.
That costs extra.
Thanks, where you hang on to?
0.37 off the pace.
Yeah, but contender, Walter's in the lead.
Oh, blimey! I just messed up Marcus's attempt to.
No. Don't worry about that.
A little optimistic thing.
P2, you're now 0.35 off the pace. Sector 3 times quick. That last lap was at 152.77.
No, Pete's behind me.
No charge.
That's
Ram
good, yeah.
hop into the back of him and maybe it'll stick.
The guy behind has just done a 153.14.
Yeah, that
He's
sounds
not
all
catching.
kind of wrong.
There he is.
10th off the pace in Sector 2. Okay, Pete, you've got half your fuel left.
Oh, you're cutting a bit more, Pete. I see. Sorry.
How the hell are you guys at 155? I'm stuck on 158.
Off the pace. Sector 3
Oh,
time.
I'm sorry, it's now what I still
Lap
behind
time
me.
was at 152.57.
Clear left. Car right.
Whatever
Hold your
I
line.
had for
Yeah,
slide
5
rock.
and 7.
Hold your line.
5 and 7.
Still there. Clear right.
The leader's
No,
just done
let's
a
be honest, Mr. Bolton, I don't know the track,
Sector
so,
1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Let's see what I can do with draft. See how to stay with them. What are they doing here? Oh, jeez, how did you do that, Pete?
Sector 2 is 0.33 off the pace.
That's where he gets his time. I knew that's a corner rail this time. 0.8 of a second.
The guy behind has just done a 153.05.
Yeah. Ugh.
Damn it, Walter. Download. Oops.
That puts you 0.8.
This track has amazing grip, by the way.
Sector 3 time is quick. You've
Was it
just
just
done a
me?
153.19.
Not on the grass.
Charles, just by the way, Alan Toon suggested someone join RaceToLearn.
Yeah.
But we can't remember who it is.
Oh yeah. Okay. I did see that. I did see that somewhere. Yeah.
So we didn't add him. So if you can remember who it is.
Yeah, I'll find out. It wasn't someone I recognised, but I did see.
Yeah. But that person's not here tonight because there's nothing in the.
Yeah.
He's not saying he can't get in or where he's supposed to go or.
Yeah. Just give me a second.
Folks, it's 25 past. Are we good to make a start?
I'm good.
Sector 2 is 0.15 off the
He's streaming
pace.
speed, right?
Yep, I'm good. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna come and get some fuel and turn off my
But
push
you
to talk.
You're streaming, right? So I don't have to record.
I am, yep.
Good.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
Hey,
Bollocks, we've got to stop go.
I'm just watching your lap now, Annie.
4,
Yeah,
3,
156.
2, 1. Box now.
Still too slow, but yeah, we'll get there. I'm just looking who's. I think Bruce, this is your first track guide session, isn't it?
I think it's quite a few people.
Yes, it is, and that was the wall.
Okay, so how this works now is we all go to the pits and we all jump into Pete's car, and Pete is gonna talk us through the track.
And make sure you live when you're in his car, cockpit view.
Yes.
Pete loves us all sat on his knee on a Saturday night. It's what makes his week.
Can you imagine what that would look like in real life? 20 people sitting in one skip barber going around a track.
And they're always the one who dropped their arse with it. Hello! Hey!
I can imagine a wee trailer behind it.
Welcome to the race to learn. It's Saturday.
Annie?
Yes?
When you watch Pete's guide, you will see where you can make. I'm just watching with your laps, and yeah, you
Loads of time.
you will make up a hell of a lot of time.
Okay. Good. Thanks, Charles.
Your tires aren't squealing. That's probably the first thing I need to take notice of. I'll take that back.
Okay, sorry guys, I had my mic muted, so I'm just coming around to start a couple of quick laps that I wanted to lay down an idea, something to keep in the back of your mind throughout this session, which will be the focus of the session. And hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate one of these principles that I think is going to be the most imperative for getting around this track quickly and safely. So we'll come around to the front here.
P2.
Okay, so I'm going to do 2 laps here, and I would like you to jump in the cockpit view and pay special attention to what I'm doing with the steering wheel, and see if you can notice anything different between the two. So the first lap, I'm going to run in a style that's a little bit unusual for me, right? And then the second lap, I'm just going to try to run normally and maybe exaggerate one of these techniques or focuses. So again, this first one is going to be kind of a little bit different for me. Let's see how it goes. And I'm going to try and stay off the curbs to try to accentuate what I'm doing that's different. And just kind of pay really close attention to what I'm doing with my hand input. I'm going to try and follow the lines best I can, but this is a little bit different for me, so don't pay too much attention to the lines. That's not really the point. Just kind of pay attention to what I'm feeding into the car with my hands.
Sector 1 is 1.2, off the pace.
I am trying to track the line as well as I can.
Okay, Pete, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. You're a second off the pace in Sector 2.
Okay, so that's the first lap. Now this time around, I'm going to try and drive the car normally, with a slight emphasis on what we're going to be talking about today. So again, pay attention to my hands to see if you notice anything that's different. And I'll note this is something that you're going to see out of most of the quicker drivers as well.
Off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.31 off the pace.
It's a lot more jerkier, if that's the word. Jerkier, whatever you call it.
It's got a name.
Okay, well do tell, because I don't know what that name is.
Wait till he finishes the lap. See if somebody else says it.
Sector 1 is 0.32 off the pace.
How the hell did you do that? That must be brake input.
Maybe.
The car
Maybe
just
it's the
turns for
topic
you.
we're talking about.
Is it just me, or have been taken away the input from when you are in someone else's car?
Yeah, that's never been there for me.
Never been there, no. Only in your own car you see that.
So you can't steal some people's...
Unless you watch any stream and you'll see his telemetry inputs.
Yeah, I know. But they had it way back.
Yeah, it's not been in for a long time.
No. I just noticed now when you're talking about look at my inputs. That's why.
That puts you 0.9 off the pace. You've just done a 153.13.
Okay, so what did we notice?
Sector 3 is 0.2 off the
Anyone
pace.
who's not an instructor.
You're sawing at the wheel.
Okay, why am I sawing at the wheel? What's happening?
So the way I understand it is, I've found myself doing it occasionally when I'm unsure whether the car's gripping or not.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
But that was naturally came to me, especially on Lime Rock Park. I did that in turn 1 to try and feel, but I never got the understanding of it fully. But that's why I noticed it, and I remember somebody saying it before, and it made sense to me. So I just remember from somebody else saying it. Watched driving.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm
perfect.
sure you can explain better than what I just said.
Yep, so the focus for today's session is maximizing your grip, which involves quite a few things, right? One of them is, as Larry said, testing for grip. So that first time around, I intentionally did not try to find the limit of the grip by exceeding it. And that's what we're really talking about when we're saying testing for grip. So it's going beyond just knowing about how much steering angle you can feed in. It's constantly trying to feed in a tiny bit more than you think you can to see if you can push it just a little harder. So I know that's the limit. I'm going to keep pushing it just a tiny bit until I feel the wheel kind of get a little bit rubbery, which means I'm kind of losing grip. And I'm also listening for the tire squeal, right? To see if I'm pushing them too hard. So even though I know this is basically a constant radius corner, I'm always kind of testing, do I have to lift? Do I have to open up the steering by just steering a little tiny bit more and seeing if anything happens? So when I hit that point where when I start to feed in just a few more degrees of steering, the car doesn't turn anymore, I know I found the limit, and I can test that all the way around the corner to see if it can take just a little bit more a little bit later in the corner, right? So you'll see a lot of drivers doing that. When you're watching them stream those faster guys, that is not the result of heavy force feedback. That's drivers subconsciously trying to always test to see if they can carry just a little bit more speed, or if they're about to start understeering, they need to back off a little bit. So with this course, the entire course is effectively big high-speed sweepers, right? Where the secret to going fast is being able to carry as much average speed around the corner as possible. And of course, the secret to being able to do that is ensure you've got as much lateral grip or side-to-side grip as you possibly can. So just keep that in mind throughout the day as we're going through the track guide, going through our exercises, and also, we'll have a little bit of homework on that as well. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. So for this track, T1, this is probably the trickiest corner, I'd say, between this one and the last one for some different reasons. The T1 through T4 complex, right? And it should be viewed as a complex. These corners are linked. What you do in one will absolutely affect the other. This is one of the ones to really practice on, especially on cold tires. Make sure you're comfortable through here. If you can get yourself comfortable, confident, understand where the limits of the car are, explore the various lines, you're going to podium a lot right? Especially in those lower splits. That's you'll get those top 5 opportunities, right? Okay, so coming through here to start with, none of this is off track over here, so feel free to use as much of it as you'd like. The ideal braking point when tires are in and you're comfortable with, putting the car on limit is going to be somewhere about halfway between this 50 board and the Marshall box that's ahead. I'm not sure if that's present on all graphical options, but it would be about, towards the end of the wall is about where that Marshall station is. Otherwise, on cold tires, I'm probably going to be more conservative. I'm going to be braking more at that 50. And of course, as always, my braking points don't have to be yours, but just be aware that the car is capable of initiating braking and turning, about halfway through. But do what you need to, right? Back it up to the 50 if you have to. Pay attention to those boards. Make sure that you're picking a consistent braking marker that you can change your inputs relative to and find out what works best for you. So coming through here, I'm probably braking, again, right about here. This is about halfway through. You can see there's that grass ahead that's a little bit scary looking, but we're going to start turning in near kind of the end of the pit wall, if not a little bit earlier, and we're going to miss that grass, right? So that's kind of one of my first visual markers to come through this track is try to stay as close to the wall as I can. Don't hit the grass, right? So coming through T1, the idea here is we want to get as straight of a shot as we can, deeply cutting the curbs for T2 and T3, right? So to that end, I'm going to be looking for a very, very tight exit here. I want to do a later apex, and I want to use all of this curb, right? Because what I'm looking for is straight ahead from me right now. You can see that the curb for T2 is just waiting for us to do horrible things to it, and I want to have the car nearly straight for the curb of T3. T3, which is that long sweeping left a little bit further down the road. That's an interesting one in Skippy because we can ride the curb basically all the way around and take the full curb. A lot of people don't know that. Especially in the lower splits, it's not an off track. These cars aren't moving fast enough for the reduced grip that's inherent to the curbs to make that much of a difference. All we're going to end up doing is greatly reducing the amount of distance we're going to travel compared to someone who stays next to the curb instead of on it. Okay, and the same thing applies to these T2 apexes, right? So what I'm looking for here is to get as straight as possible and almost touch, if not touch, the grass for this T2 curb. None of that was an off track, and I'm looking to have the car pointed directly towards the dark spot of grass on the inside of this T3, and that's going to be where I start turning in for T3. I'm going to stay on the curb. The car will hold, and we'll also show a little bit of the character of the curb that helps us understand why it holds. So if you look at the curb very, very closely, I'm going to try and put my wheel right on it. Right here, there's a small crown to the curb. So at this point where my front left wheel is on, the curb actually starts to slope inwards very slightly, and there's a very small ridge there. My aim is to hook the car right where we see this, brown grass, which means, a lot of people are doing it, and then I'm going to try and hold this curb all the way around. And for getting off of the curb, what I'm looking at here is there's going to be a Marshall box that's going to start coming around to view directly in front of my car, right here. So if you look to the other side of the track, we see that Marshall box straight ahead. Because this is such a long corner, I really like to have and use this for a visual reference that tells me it's almost time to start departing the curb. Up till this point, I'm always going to try and have my left wheel hooked inside that small crown in the curb, and then I'm going to look to, once we get to or a little bit past where that Marshall box is, we can start allowing the car to track out. For an additional reference, I start to look at that slope in the green wall to understand about what that looks like, about where I like to have that when I'm exiting. Okay, so T4. Nothing too crazy about this straight. It's straight. Go straight. Don't turn. Good. So braking for E4, this one is simultaneously for me both an earlier turn-in and a later apex than seems intuitive for me, right? So as we come around for T4, you'll see there's going to be a small side road that's basically at the apex, right? Fight the instinct to try to apex earlier than that side road. I try to make sure that when I turn in gently enough that it will be physically impossible to cut the curb any sooner than about midway through that road. And as far as braking and turn-in points, I'm basically looking at, a car length or two after this little side road. For you, you might want to brake at the side road because this corner gets very light, right? The rear end of the car will get very light. So this will be a pretty hard shot of brakes in fourth, and then we're going to be very gently trailing off in third gear and just trying to balance the car. And again, even right now, I'm already looking for that side road. I'm looking for that side road, trying not to turn in too early until I see the side road, and I think I'm going to be okay, right? I can take a little bit of this curve. I try to stay off, again, that little crown where it starts to turn into the left. I'll try to stay away from that. And then here it's just a matter of straightening the car as much as you can. You can take a little bit of this curve, but again, stay away from that crown on the left because that's going to hook the car in a way we don't want to right now, right? We're not trying to increase lateral grip. We're trying to straighten it out as much as possible. And if we hit that crown, it's going to hook the inside wheels and try to turn the car. Okay, so coming up through this sequence, this is going to be a faster sequence than you think. I can almost guarantee it. At speed, this is very light, if not no brake kind of corner, okay? And my goal here is to treat this all as one single continuous corner beyond just being double apex all the way to what is that, T7 I think it is. I'm never really unwinding the wheels. So if you remember back at not Zolder,
Zandvoort.
Yes, Zandvoort, thank you. From that kind of burly, downhill right all the way till you get to the horseshoe, there's like 4 right-hand corners where I never unwind the wheel. Same thing's going to happen here. If I do this right, at speed, to the maximum capability of the car, I should never quite straighten out the wheel. So I'm looking to maximize my available lateral grip by constantly testing how much grip is available and pushing the car out wider or allowing it to come in closer with my right foot based on how much available grip I've got and how that's relating to the line, right? So here, this is still a 4th gear corner. I'm going to downshift to 3rd midway through the corner once I feel that I've maximized the amount of lateral grip and the car is carrying enough speed at this point, right? So I'll allow the car to drift out slightly. I'm going to be in 3rd by this point. And again, never really unwinding the wheel. This should be full throttle in 3rd and allow it to track all the way up and over. Again, you can get all the way up on this curve. This is not an off track. Normally I'm still just a tiny, tiny bit of right input at this point. And then I'm looking to cut very, very hard down to 1st gear, tightening up that one continuous right-hand corner in 1st, and allowing us to get down the hill. So again, all of that, from the exit to T4 all the way to here, to me, is a single right-hand corner that begins by opening up slightly and then tightening very aggressively. But I'm looking for that single smooth parabolic curve all the way around and constantly testing for grip. Constantly just trying to put in just another 2 degrees of steering input just to see if the car reacts, find out where it stops reacting, and hold the steering input right there. So I'm absolutely maximizing the amount of traction that I've got available. Here, you can be tempted to go up into 2nd. I'm thinking the stronger approach is to stay in 1st. There isn't much point in the shift, and it just takes a little extra time to get back to the downshift. So here, we're tracking around. We're going to let the car come out just a little bit. I'm looking much further down the track here, and I'm waiting for the curb to start coming back to me, as it were, right? As soon as the car starts tracking back towards the inside of the curb, which you could take a little bit of, I'm hard on the throttle again, and I'll let the car track out as much as it needs to, but no more, right? If it needs to go all the way to the curb, that's great, but if it doesn't, there's no reason to steer out to the curb. Okay, this complex coming up here, this tree dead ahead of me, this is my truth in life for this corner. I'm going to be pointing the car at this tree or just before the tree as my drop dead time, where I have to have the car pulled all the way to the left side of the track, and also serves as my braking reference. So either at or a couple car lengths after, depending on the tires and what's going on with traffic, is going to be where I start turning in. Okay, now this next complex, again, you know, these are all good corner complexes here. We're thinking about what's going to happen a few corners out. What I want to do here is make sure that I've got the strongest run into the braking zone for the, what is that, penultimate corner. You know, I consider it the final corner, but, you know, if you go by the corner numbers, there's still a kink left to go. But before we get up to that, you know, that uphill left, that's what I'm thinking about when I'm turning in here. So to wit, there isn't too much point in tracking all the way out if I don't want to, and I am paying very close attention to the camber in the road here, because it's going to allow me to set the car into the camber by turning in much later but more aggressively than I normally think would be able to hold. And then, you know, get hard to throttle as soon as I can. Again, if it tracks all the way out, fine. I'd prefer if it didn't, but I'll let the car tell me how far across the track we have to go. I'm not going to drive it over to the edge if it doesn't demand that we go there. So here we should be back up to third after having dropped down to first for that previous right-hander. And I'm going to try and straighten the car out to hit a diagonal line directly across the curb, right where this AstroTurf on the right ends. I kind of want to, you know, glancing blow across it with my right tires. And for braking points here, it's a little bit tricky. So it's about halfway between the first. You can see these little grass lines that go across. I'm going somewhere about halfway to 2/3 of the way between the first full line across this lattice here and the second one. Honestly, I'm still working on this corner and I'm still not 100% sure I like how I'm going through it. And then for a turn-in point, I'm keeping an eye on where my car is relative to where the tarmac comes back to the track. I am thinking it's about a car length before or maybe even at the tarmac, not 100% sure yet. And then I'm going for a fairly aggressive cut over this curb. You can be just as fast by missing that curb entirely, but I prefer to have the options available. And then getting through the rest of the track is just a matter of, you know, straightening out as much as possible. Now, some newer drivers may not be aware that there is no penalty for cutting through pit lane here, and frankly, everyone's going to do it. So, regardless of your pragmatic or you know, ethical stance on whether or not this should be allowed, it is, and everyone's going to do it. So, I strongly suggest you do the same. So, I'm aiming the car to roughly rejoin the right side of the track about halfway between this overpass here and the bridge, which should get me back over to the side of the track before the 50 board, and then we're through the lap.
Quick question, Pete.
Sure.
Second for turn one.
Yep.
Is it second gear?
So I'm peeking in second. It's possible to do in first. There's a couple of corners here that are in that in-between kind of thing. The last corner is about halfway between second and third. The first corner is about halfway between first and second. And even at the end of this, that big long right-hand complex up here, some people still even prefer to take that in second versus first. So try them. They're valid. It's mostly a driver style at most. There might be, you know, a fraction of a tenth on the board, which, you know, you probably don't need to worry about. Not at this point.
Would you say for somebody like me, skill-wise, it's better to take T1 in first because it will slow the car, give me force me to slow the car down more?
With it. So it's less about, well, speaking of driving, it's less about slowing the car down, and it's more about, does your style favor using the brakes to trim the car or using engine braking?
Okay.
Because the trade-off is the car is going to be honestly slightly more squirrely. The rear end will be more nervous in first gear because the engine braking is going to be more pronounced, as opposed to controlling it with your left foot.
Yeah, gotcha.
So go ahead and try to get a lap around here. Pre-apologize for the cold tires, but let's see what we can do. So one thing I didn't hit too much on, again, pay really close attention to the camber in all of the corners. The available camber is what's informing whether or not I'm cutting the curves really tightly or not. So here you can see that little steering wheel wiggle. I'm just constantly checking the grip just to make sure that I'm not going to be pushing the car in scrubbing speed.
What speed are you running for that curve? Final 5?
Yeah, I'm running 4, and I'm running 4 so I can take these curves. It's possible, and arguably maybe slightly faster in an ideal world to run Buck 5 here, but in racecraft situations, you really want to have the option to be able to cut those curves hard. There's going to be a lot of side-by-side, a lot of diving, a lot of people trying to go around the outside. You really want to be able to, cut aggressively and not damage the car. And I found at 5, the wing was occasionally being damaged. With 4, no issue so far. Okay, we can try one with a little more focus. Again, kind of pay attention to my wheel. I'm not going to do any exaggeration now that we've talked through it, but really pay attention to this while you're practicing this week. How are you testing for grip? Are you aware of if you're really at the edge of grip? And if not, how do you promote awareness? What can you do?
May I say something about that tracking?
You're currently 2.5 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.15 off the pace. That lap time was 154.8.
If you are at the limit. If you are not at the limit, you may not be able to feel that in the front wheel what the Pete is talking about. So be aware of that. And another thing you should think of is you can exceed the grip length limit at any speed. That means even at 1k an hour, you can exceed the grip limit of the tires.
Yeah, that's a really great point, and actually we'll be talking about that in another session as well, because that is intrinsic to qualifying procedure and how do you condition your tires. It's a matter of intentionally and methodically exceeding the available grip of the car, even in a straight line.
Yeah.
I can actually show you what that looks like. Like that.
Yeah.
That's putting heat in the fronts.
Sector 2 is 1.5 seconds off the pace.
And you can do that at a very slow pace, and in fact probably preferable to do it at a slower pace so you've got control when you're doing it on purpose.
You're currently 2.7 seconds off the leader's pace. You're a second off the pace in Sector 3.
Okay, tires should be a little warmer now.
do another lap afterwards and then explain the sound of the tires when they exceed grip?
Sure.
Just so I can try and get a reference.
So you can always hear that little kind of like lower frequency complaining, right? That's kind of telling you that you're approaching the limit, but without motor rate there and higher frequency, that's too much. That's when you know that you're asking more than the tires are capable of. So we'll go through that a couple of more times. So I'm going to start out here with just asking just enough, and then I'm going to add more steering input than the car can handle, so you can hear the volume difference. So this is fine. That's not.
Didn't squeal me at all.
Heat over. It's coming through loud and clear. If there's still time to transition there.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm using your stream to watch your cockpit, so I can also cross.
Yep.
But it might be a better choice for audio.
So through this whole lap, for any of the sharper corners, I'm going to initiate by trying to find roughly where I think the limit of the grip is, and I'm going to exceed it. So when you're going back and listening to that on stream, if your audio settings aren't allowing you to pick it up, and I know Larry, we talked about I owe you sending my audio settings. We'll post up what all the coaches are using for our audio configuration. So hope you can try them out, see what you like better. In general, I boost my tire noise quite a lot in relation to everything else, so I can hear the difference between that lower pitch, just kind of lazy complaining versus screaming for mercy.
Yeah, in the cockpit view, I have to use audio and
Just done at 155.10.
Yeah, I have the same issue, Larry.
Okay, fair enough. So in fact, that's probably worth talking through then. How I'm able to hear the tires and others aren't. Well, I think we can do that as an aside, just via some screenshots of configuration and whatnot.
Yeah, I'll stick that on the website for reference. I'll write something up this week.
Okay, any other specific questions before we hand it off?
I was just going to say to Larry, in terms of the configuration, probably find that there's not two of us that are using exactly the same headsets with exactly the same frequency responses.
Yeah, good point.
So I've got two sets of headset, Turtle Beach and Astra A40s, and the Turtle Beach really accentuate tyres even on the same settings in the options. So I think it's if I say posted you mine, it might not work for you with a different headset. So I think it's just important to
that's very important.
Yeah, I think
but
it's
I think
Charles
is the principle.
Yep.
I think it's the principle of the fact that the engine slider is to the left of the tire.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the principle I want to explain rather than its actual thing. Yeah. So I've set Annie's app like that and mine as well.
So, and then in addition to talking about, audio cues and that kind of thing, Marcus, did you have any ideas for, just kind of...
1.5 off the pace.
So what kind of inputs is happening with the car
was
when we're testing for grip? Like, what are something to be aware of that's happening with the car that might make it a bit more intuitive to understand what you need to do if you do start hearing that the tires are complaining too much?
If they are complaining too much, as you mentioned, that is giving you understeer most of the time. And how do you deal with understeer? The obvious is unlock the steering. That is the obvious thing you can do. You can also brake a little bit, depending on where it happens and how it happens. But for the long sweepers, you don't want to brake. You unwind the steering wheel to get rid of the understeer. But if you jerking the steering wheel too much, you can actually initiate oversteer from that. Because the steering inputs is too aggressive, happens too fast, so you can actually get oversteer. And if you unwind the steering wheel too much, when that happens, you're gonna end up in real trouble, because that's gonna make the oversteer even worse. So be gentle when you're looking for the grip. Really gentle with the steering inputs. So don't jerk it like a muppet. Sorry for the word, but you know what I mean.
0.6 off the leader's pace. You need to find a 10th in sector 3.
Because
that was
I think one common mistake in the Skippy is, as we talked about earlier, people think when they see a stream and the tires are screaming like crazy, that you are driving the car with a massive oversteer, and you don't do that. You are at the limit, so the tires will scream a little bit, but you are still in the area where we had the slip angle, if you remember that we talked about that earlier. So that is the thing we are looking for both the front and the rear wheel. And the tricky part is to get that slip angle correct for the rear wheel. The front wheel is easy, you just turn the steering wheel and either you exceed it or not. But to get the rear end to be at that limit, that is a little bit tricky, and I guess we're gonna talk more about that later on. I don't know exactly what the plan is for that, or should we talk about it now?
I think we can touch on it, but I think for the homework this week and things that for people to focus on, even like Amber the Road, this is going to be a big one for this week, and then just paying really close attention to testing that front grip. So we can talk about a few more things, but as far as focuses for the week, I recommend keeping it to those couple of items.
I thought so, and that's why I didn't go too much into it for the rear end. Let the rear end follow the front more or less. Don't push it. So when you are at the grip limit in the front, just let the rear end follow you, so to speak, if it makes sense. I don't know if you guys know what I mean by that.
I know what the words mean, but I don't know what it feels like, so I think a separate session would be very worthwhile on that.
Yeah, because if we're gonna go into that now, we're gonna kill and destroy the session for Pete if we do that. So we will do that later on, I think.
Yeah, we'll do
I think that may be a skills development at Okayama. I think that would be an amazing session there. There's so many opportunities to demonstrate balance between front and rear on that track.
Yeah. And I think that is a better track to do it, to be honest with you as well. So we leave it for that track for the next week or whenever it is. I don't know. I don't have the schedule in my head at the moment, so.
Sure. Okay, and then Walter Charles, did you have any other thoughts on, testing grip, maximizing grip, general approach, what you're feeling for, listening for?
Not necessarily, though. I think it might be useful to add how to measure grip on your front steering wheel in a controlled environment. One thing that I find useful, especially just transitioning from a Logitech wheel to a different one, has been to exceed the grip and then add weight to the front tires, so I can feel it losing, but I can also consciously feel it coming back.
Yeah. Sure, and what does that involve?
Typically for me it involves going around a corner in a triple circuit.
Sure.
And what I'll do is I'll deliberately exceed the front grip, and I'll pay very close attention to the steering wheel as I lift. Then the front end adds more weight to the wheels, and at the same steering angle, they will bite.
Sector 1 time is good.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, good point, because I was thinking that we should try that someday. Jump onto the skid park or whatever you call it, and do a couple of drills just to find that, both with understeer, oversteer, and when the car is actually natural, or balanced, if you want to use that word.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Because there is so much you can do with your input, depending on what the car is doing and how it reacts to those inputs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because as I said, you don't necessarily need to unwind the steering to get rid of understeer, for example. And sometimes you can actually use, by purpose, the understeer to slow the car down, if you want to. So there is quite a lot of options you can use if you want to do it, if you know the car you are in. There is a couple of other things that I like to speak about when it comes to car control and knowing what you actually are sitting in. And one thing, especially on this track maybe, when you have the long sweep corners, quite long straights and things like that, is any one of you knowing where the optimum shift point is in the Skippy? It can make a huge difference if you hit it or miss it. No one knows that?
6,000.
No? Okay, what are you saying?
6K.
No?
RPM wise, you mean?
Yeah, RPM for now.
6.2 or something, isn't it?
The exact number last I checked it, and I haven't read in any update that I've changed it, is 6,250 RPM. That is the optimum, but it varies a little bit depending on weather and track conditions.
And gear.
Sorry?
And gear. So the objective tapping that I've seen is 1st through 4th is somewhere between 6100, 6200, and then 5th is winding it out. So that's straight line acceleration test with the current tire model.
Yeah. I know that. So as a thumb of rule, the optimum shifting point is probably closer, just below 6,200 for all the gears. So you don't actually need to think so much about it.
Can I suggest we all jump in, follow the leader, and continue the conversation like that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and run around and take my put my push to talk back on and have a good time here. So yeah, I think some follow the leader and definitely want to do some side by side. There's going to be, especially that P4. position on the track, I can pretty much guarantee you're going to be pushed all the way inside, all the way outside, or be 3, 4, 15 wide, and need to understand what it's like in the middle as well.
So Pete, you also mentioned homework.
Yeah, so for the homework, again, just really be testing the limits of traction. So put a special emphasis on trying to find what you think the limit is, and then trying to exceed it ever so slightly, with just as little as motion as possible, going through all these corners. So it's, nothing particularly special to do that you wouldn't already do for practice. Just a focus on the technique of trying to find, are you truly at the limit via the steering. So just when you think you've got it, try to feed in an extra 2 degrees very gently.
Sorry to interrupt. Can I just have a 5 or 10 minute break? I really need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
You can just join us when you come back. We'll
carry on. I'll join in when I'm back.
Yeah. Are we even number or uneven number? Because if you're gonna take a break, Danny, I'm gonna need to stretch my leg a little bit. So I'd be glad if I can have 5 minutes.
You can take 5 minutes as well, Mark, because we're just going to follow to start off with, side by side later.
Yeah, okay. No worries.
Yeah, whatever.
Thank you.
Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that, guys. My bot says it's on. It should have been telling folks that... did I just miss it? It should have been telling folks that I can't talk while I'm instructing, but I don't see that it actually did it. So sorry about that. Wasn't ignoring you. I'll look into why it wasn't giving the notification of why I don't really speak until after we're done with that initial portion of the session. But we're back on Push to Talk.
Sorry, Jake.
I'm happy to answer any questions.
Who's leading Charles? Are you around by any chance?
Let me make sure I've got...
There's a few already left.
Yeah, sorry, I thought I just followed I played sheep and
I'll catch up.
I'm just resetting in the pits. I'll wait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Can we all jump in the pits behind Charles, if that's okay, please?
Sure.
Nope, I lost a few. I talked too much.
Careful, you might get disqualified, whoever that is.
So for anyone that's new, all we're going to do now is we're going to follow Charles around and progressively pick up the pace. And eventually, once we done a couple of laps, we will start dropping to the rear, dropping to the back every lap until everyone's had a turn to lead. Oops, Coney.
Track's clear. Push, push, push. Yellow flag. Caution.
Anyone got penalties I need to clear?
Gentle reminder to keep a safe gallop. There's no points for towed distance here. Keep a safe gap. Be ready for some unexpected behavior. No need to be just less than several car lengths together. Now watch me take out Henrik, because that's how it's supposed to go now.
Oh no.
And the whole point of this exercise is to follow the car in front, so we all follow the line. We want to learn the racing line. So try and copy the guy in front 100% if you can, as best you can.
Yeah, if you find yourself needing to jump out of line, you didn't leave enough distance, so just back off a little bit.
Sorry, too much curb there, Mike.
For the coaches, is it preferable for us to try to reinforce the racing line or to reinforce following the leader?
Yes. So I'd say go ahead with the racing line.
The racing line, I would say.
We're kind of in
So you mean if somebody ahead of you made a mistake?
Oh, was it not push attack? Huh.
What I'm trying to do out in the front here is try and follow the racing line as much as I can. So as long as everyone follows what I'm doing, you know, as I go to the back and as others go to the back of the line, we'll see whether the others in front are still following the relatively the same line as before.
I'd say if you see something wildly different, I would take, as instructors, take your line. But otherwise, well, if there's something that's just picking option A versus B when they're both valid, I'd say, pick the one that went down before you.
You gonna drop back? You guys overtake?
Whoa, who was that? Sorry, I just heard car on my left.
I'm waiting for you guys to come around and then I'll join you at the back.
Hey, Danny.
Me as well.
So,
Mr. Bolton, you're faster than I am, so you most probably could have caught up to them. I can't. I'd rather wait.
Still very slow.
Probably worth mentioning, and speaking a little bit to Walter's question, while we're doing these lead follows, strongly suggest watching the car ahead of the car ahead of you, if not the car that's ahead of him. So this is good practice, both for safety in this particular exercise, in case something unexpected happens, but also practice at looking through traffic into the situation that's ahead of you when you're in an official race.
Yellow flag, watch out.
The yellow flags is just me and Mr. Bolton waiting in the pit lane for you.
On your right. Still there.
Sorry,
Clear right.
I think I started that.
Who's lost? Who's at the back?
Yellow flag, watch out.
Marcus.
No, go. I'll fall back.
We all still good, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll start picking speed next time.
Okay, so, Henrik, really focus on following the lines on the corner. Don't worry about losing the pack. If you need to make up the time, of course there's going to be a straight coming around, basically immediately after whatever corner. So don't worry about needing to carry a ton of speed through the corner. Let's focus on the line work.
Check.
And actually, that goes to some advice that I got early on by a cool and effective guru who demanded that whatever speed I picked when learning a track and working on techniques, that I put the car no more than 2 tire widths off of my intended line, unless of course I'm playing with the car to figure out whether it can hold a line. So if I'm going through exercises like these, anything more than 2 tire widths and I would get berated for hours. So perhaps that much is not necessary, but it's a good goal to keep in mind. So if you have to slow down, slow down. No big deal. The precision is more important than carrying speed through one specific corner. I'm sure Jake has been on the receiving end of my precision greater than speed rhetoric for quite some time, so he can probably berate you on my behalf now.
Gotta start with myself.
I'm looking forward to it.
Stay back, sorry.
Ooh,
You quickest overall.
Annie. Blimey.
It was my fault a little bit, Annie, because I saw the guys in front of us taking the wrong lines. I want to try to give you the right line through that. That's why.
Sector 2 is 4.8, off the pace.
Left side. Clear left.
I hope I didn't. I hope I didn't cause that one.
Ah!
What I have noticed in T3 is none of you guys are using the inside curb
That's not
at
true.
all. At least for the guys that is in front of me.
Yeah, get on that curb, D.
Sector 1 is
This one.
1.1 seconds.
Not as much
off
as
the
that
pace.
though. Oh my days. Yeah, I did see that. With a couple of them in front of me, not all though. Some did it. Whoever's in front, back off to the back. Whoops.
Yellow flag. Sector 1 is 3.9, off the pace. Sector 2 is 3.3 seconds, off the pace.
Just backing up a little bit. Backing the back up a little bit. Mike.
Copy.
Okay, here we go.
Sorry. I'm a little bit late to the
I
party.
just broke my car.
Sector 3 is 2.8, off the pace.
That curb riding is going to take some practice.
Annie, do you want to get in front of me so you can lead a lap? It's going to be
yeah.
a while yet, there's a few
Yeah.
in front.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you, Charles. Oh,
Yeah, get on that curb on the left, Danny.
yeah.
Sector 2 is 3.0 seconds, off the pace.
That's good.
Peeling off, Mike.
I want to back him up a bit, Mike. There's a big gap behind me.
Sector 3 is 1.7 seconds, off the pace.
Oh my god, I find this track so difficult.
Western Slime Rock.
Slime Rock was short and easy to remember.
That's true.
Sector 1 is 3.9 seconds, off the pace.
You right there, Dennis?
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention for a second.
Oh, okay. I think you're missing that first apex on the that right?
Did I?
Yeah.
Sector 2 is 3.5, off the pace.
Tailing off.
Thank you.
Sorry, Mike.
Oh, gee was. Oh, gee. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Oh, sugar.
Nice avoidance there.
Sorry. Was very. Blimey. Sorry.
Annie, I saw you coming and I just went to the right.
Sorry. Oh. Did I cause anything there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
Minutes remaining.
Nice.
Sector 2 is 3.4, off the pace.
Really not looking forward to this lead lap.
Just take it at your pace. Nail the line.
Car right. Clear right.
Sorry. I was trying to get over to let you pass.
6, off the pace.
No, all good. All good.
The concertina effect on turn 1 is real. I had to brake at the 150 there. So I guess that's the same in the race as well, right?
Yeah. Apex.
No, in the race, you just pick another line and
Sector
go
1
5
is
wide.
2.1, off the pace.
He laughs because he thinks I'm kidding.
Oh, that's so true.
You literally see 4 wide all the time.
I can imagine that for on the straight, yeah, because of that.
Oh, too early, Annie. Sorry, D. That was I was too early on that.
It's all good.
You shouldn't be nice to D. He was rude to you
This
last
is
night.
not Canadian League.
Yeah.
This is the Snail Racing RaceToLearn
It's all in good
series.
fun.
So we do
Having a good
some
time.
track walkthroughs. We do.
Did I just kill
this is a
10
follow
points?
now.
Off the pace.
We'll do side-by-side drills. Some focuses on specific
Luckily, I
techniques.
think Dennis is
This week is
D is
tough
the
and
one person that actually gets my sense of humor.
We do some
So
specific skills focused on consistent track like Okeani.
We're on the same page.
And then, of course, do some actual
Yeah,
racing to
we
apply
are.
what we've learned.
Clear right.
Appendix D.
Yeah, I don't have time to read the sarcasm out of some New Jersey prick, so I kid. Not really, but a little bit.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Barry, how's my knock park been going?
definitely a concertina
As much of a
effect.
bloodbath as we would expect?
Oh, and it splits out again. Oh gosh, why is that?
That was pretty cool, actually. I dodged Annie on the left in front and Andrew on the right in the back.
Why would I spin out on that apex if I'm on the curb? Am I taking the curb the wrong way?
Sector 1 is 3.2 seconds off the pace.
I'm a slow fix now.
I didn't notice you do anything wrong, Annie.
I don't know.
Did you brake?
No. I went into turn 1, went onto the curb, and I span out. So I'm not too sure if I touched the grass, maybe, or.
You just unbalanced the car because of the curb. Could be something in the curb that upset the car a little bit too much.
But that's the second time I've done it, so I'm not too sure if it's something that I'm doing or if I may be hitting the same spots because it was twice now.
Could be.
Sector 2 is
probably
off the pace.
something you are doing.
Yeah.
Rather than, especially if you are on the same line as everybody else.
Yeah, I think I'm just doing something wrong.
Is there anyone that hasn't been doing the lead lap except for me?
Well, I didn't do it, but that's okay. Don't worry because
I haven't done it, but I'm fine too. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Would
have
we
that
like
much
some
practice.
side-by-side practice, or do we want to have a scrimmage?
I'm not. Well, we can just carry on side by side for a couple of laps now, I guess, and then because it might be a good idea for people to practice what you were talking about in terms of the steering.
Far left.
Sorry,
Yeah,
they might want to do that
side.
on their own rather than side by side.
Hold your line. Hold your
Yeah,
line.
to be honest, for side-by-side
Clear left.
situation, that's where it really comes into its own. Where you,
Yeah, okay.
it's a bit of a strange position to
Hold
be in.
your line.
You're not 100% sure what the grip is going to be. You
Still
need
there.
to constantly be testing and make sure there isn't
Clear
going to be a
left.
genocide, you know?
On your left.
Okay.
Clear left.
Okay, Hendrik, it seems
Car
like
left.
it's you and me.
Yeah, I think Charles, you next to
Still there.
Arjan. I need Darren.
Me and Mike.
Hold your line. Hold your line.
Yeah, okay.
I need
Clear
Slappy.
left.
Slappy, it's you,
Left
Dennis,
side.
or you, Darren, one of you two.
Hold your line.
Please.
Hold your line.
Maybe we should split up Walter
Hold your line.
to do
Clear left.
side by side with some of
Car left.
Yeah, I'll get behind you.
Hold your line.
I'm gonna see
Clear
if I
left.
can find someone
Car
to
left. Still there.
drive with.
Blimey,
Still
this is
there.
interesting.
Still there.
So I'm gonna wait here for
Still there.
the pack to pass me.
Hold your line. Hold your line.
Oh, this is interesting taking that.
Hold your line. Hold your line.
Because I need a buddy.
Hold your line.
Yeah, where are you?
Clear left.
I'm next to you now. No,
Okay, good.
On your left. Still there.
Is anyone
Clear
left
left.
unpaired?
I think.
I'm gonna jump up with, is that in front of me, Walter?
Left side.
I think we're good.
Still there.
Okay, are we swapping now?
Clear
Yeah?
left.
Sector 3 is
Do we swap every lap, yeah?
I don't think I've got my crew.
Hold your line.
They shouted at me.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line.
Oh, this is
Hold your line.
That was a
Still
little
there.
different line, that's for sure.
Hold your line. Still
I'm trying to
there.
let the pack filter through.
Clear left.
Yeah.
Left side. Hold your line. Still there. Still there.
Yeah, Marcus, just so you know, I
Still
don't have my
there.
spotter on, so I don't know if you're next.
Clear left.
I'm just going by feel.
My fault.
On your left. Clear
I
left.
am next to you, but
Okay,
I'm
Pete,
not
you need to watch the
that
track
super
limits.
close to you.
Yeah, I can see
that's
you
why
poke
we
your
do the
nose in
practice.
occasionally.
Sorry.
Oh, nice.
Now, obviously try not to cause any issues, but also don't be scared to get in close. You know, this is the format to get comfortable with exactly where that contact happens.
Yeah, the two in front of me are doing great.
Walter, you come up.
And just fix the car quick.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
Split flop D on the next one.
So do I go to the
In
back?
5, 4, 3.
On the straight, guys, you want to swap
2,
sides?
1. Box now.
You guys have changed the
You
lines,
don't need
right?
to swap.
So go to the left or to the right, whichever one you're on.
All right.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit.
Yeah, there we go.
And what? I'll swap over Jet. Try and pick the pace up a bit too, Jack.
Watch your left.
Oh. This is turn 1 is gonna be fun.
Whoa,
On your right.
whoa,
3
whoa,
wide.
whoa,
You're on the
whoa,
left.
Jan.
Clear right. Car right.
Sorry, Jan.
Clear right.
I didn't save that.
Just to observe here.
Oh, ye off track.
I'm quite surprised how much a Skippy can actually turn. I've always been too kind to it.
How much time we got
That's,
left, Lawrence?
14 minutes.
Okay. So I guess we're going to run out of fuel soon.
Oops.
That was close.
Okay. Mike and D, do you want to pick up the pace now?
Copy.
Yep.
Right side.
No, you're not coming in yet, Pete.
Clear right.
Anyway. My buddy.
Oh my god, that was bad.
Block him.
I followed you up the right, Jake.
Pete's not coming through, Mark. Let's keep him out.
It's all good, buddy.
Oh,
Right
No, you're
side.
not.
Clear right.
No, you're not.
Try and pass around the outside, Jake.
Sugar.
Sector 1 is 2.1 seconds off the pace.
Ah, so Pete is behind us trying to make something interesting. Yeah, okay.
I'm keeping him away. I've been looking after you, Marcus. He's getting a little bit frustrated now.
Oh, not Pete.
oh, sorry, that was close.
Clear
Hendrik.
left.
Behind me. Oh!
Close is not an issue.
Right, Pete, go for it and go arrest the guys ahead.
Car right.
I'm mostly just observing.
Clear right.
Sector 2 is 4.2, off the pace.
Ariane, let's go take him. Let's overtake him.
Overtake him?
If we can.
If we can, okay.
If we can.
On your right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right. Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
Are we still doing side by side, or are we actually racing each other now?
Side by side.
I'm
Side by
3 wide, so I guess side by side.
Side by side by side.
Hey, watch it.
On your left. Clear left. Left
I've
side.
run out of gas tanks.
Still there. Clear left. You're in the middle. Clear left. Clear all round.
Where's Marcus? Oh, there it is.
Yeah. No worries.
Trying his best
Left
to
side,
avoid me
clear
coming
left.
back off track like an idiot.
Left side.
Exactly what you did.
Clear left.
Well done, mate.
Sector 2 is 2.7.
Right side. Hold your line. Still there. Car right.
Whoa!
Oh, the two.
Clear
Good.
right. On your right.
That's a pass.
Still there. Clear
What, it was you that
right.
just hit me?
On your right.
That was awesome. Oh,
Clear right.
I'll time my pit exit so that Darren has a
Oh, his net code.
Car
His
right.
net code,
Clear
guys.
right.
Sector 3 is
On your right.
Yeah, have a
Clear
look.
right.
It's huge net code.
Car right. Hold your line.
Use that code.
Good save,
Hold your line.
Marcus. Good
Clear
save.
right.
Oh, you didn't? Did you not save it?
Sweet.
No, I didn't manage to save it completely because the car was
On your right.
on 2 wheels.
Still there.
Annie, I'm in your car now.
Okay.
Sector 1 is 0.9, off the pace.
Right. Okay, cool.
On your left. Clear left. Car left.
Just remember
your
what
line.
Pete said about the steering.
Still there.
Oh, yeah.
Hold your line.
So you try and
Hold your
find
line.
the limit of that
Clear
track.
left.
That's good, that's good, that's good.
Sector 2
Good,
is
good, good.
1.6 seconds off the pace.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left. Left side. Still there.
Good.
Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
That lap time was 1:54.91. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3.
On your left. Clear left.
Swapping.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 97 Fahrenheit.
Nearly hit with TRS board.
Right side. Still there. You're on the left, 3 wide. Clear right.
Sector 1 is 2.3, off the pace.
Does anybody else want me to watch them?
You mean like in here, or?
Oh shoot!
Yeah, in the practice.
I was about to say my webcam on for you then, Charles.
I would say yes, Charles, but I don't think I'm following the lines at the moment.
No, because if you're doing side by side, you're going to be offline, but you could still be, kind of practicing that steering.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind you if you give me some tips, encouraging me to drive Pete off the road.
Sector 2 is 1.5, off the pace.
That's good, that's good.
Right side.
I think I picked up the dimension of the
Hold
car.
your line.
A lot slower than
Hold your line.
A lot quicker up next time.
Still there. Still there.
I think I'm too slow for Hendrik
your
over
line.
here.
Hold
No,
your
you're
line.
not.
Clear right.
Good.
Wrong line.
Good. Yeah, but even so, that is good control though.
Go ahead, Annie.
Are you feeling that the loss and gain of grip through your wheel?
Only when I'm on the limit, like Marcus said. So I have to really push it.
Yeah.
Turn 1 is
Sector 1
One
is
more.
1.6.
That's good, Larry.
One more thing you can try to get an understanding for when you are at the limit, to find that feeling, is actually to crank up the tire pressure a little bit, maybe 5-6 clicks or something.
Still there. Clear left.
That will give you that feeling a little bit easier, so you know what you're looking for, and then lower the tire pressure back again when you're used to that feeling.
Yeah, that's a good shot, Marcus.
Yeah.
One thing I found is with the shitty wheel I'm running, it's not shitty wheel, it's an off-decent wheel. On Lamrock Park, I couldn't get the feel for the grip at all.
No.
Okay.
Alright, Pete.
For
this
me,
track I am.
Fuel remaining.
for me, the biggest issue I have with my steering wheel is I can't get the road texture to coming through into the wheel. Means every track for me feels like I'm driving on ice.
You should try RFFB, mate.
Yeah, I have done that,
Yeah.
and it doesn't give me that either.
Did you put it on 360 hertz rather
Yes.
than 60?
Yes.
Okay. And did you increase the suspension?
Sector 3 is 2.7.
The top one on the right hand side?
Yeah, I had that cranked up all the way to 100%. I still can't get the...
It took me ages to dial my RFFB in, actually, for that. But I can really feel the curves now.
Yeah, the curves I can feel. I can feel the bumps, the big bumps in the track. I can feel the camber change a little bit. I can feel the elasticity of the tires, but I can't get the actual road texture. I mean, with the road texture, what I mean with that is if you're going on concrete or you're going on asphalt and things like that, or even going out on the grass, you should feel that. And I don't get that through my wheel.
Yeah. Have you still got it installed, Marcus?
Other fuel feet.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Well, me and you'll have a look at one more. That's looking good, Bruce. I know you're not pushing too hard, but yeah, that's good.
So there's 3 minutes left.
Sector 2 is 1.2 seconds off the pace.
I'm just looking through different drivers at the moment.
Thank you, sir.
Another field.
Nice paint, Andrew.
You guys want to do a quick race? Short race?
Yeah, I'm up for that. Thank you, John.
Yeah.
I'm up for a race.
Yeah, me
Fine.
too.
Yeah, sure.
While you're finishing off, I'll set one up. Save the sheep train so I can get 6K's lap. Sorry for coughing in your ears.
Annie, whilst that's being set up, do you want to just...
Sector 3 is...
Don't necessarily go side by side with him. If you want to either let him go or push past him if you can. Do you want to see what you like on your limit?
Who?
Walter, I'm gonna peel off and do a few laps
Sector
on my
1 is
own, okay?
1.5
Thanks.
off the pace. They'll invalidate this lap. Track limits.
Charles, I'm only adding you as admin just to make it quicker.
Okay. Let's go push.
Practice non-qualifier race. Practice 5 minutes. Quali. How much is lap times? I'll just do 10 minutes and then...
Just under 2 minutes.
How long do you want to race for? How many laps do you want to do?
Well, it's almost 2 minutes at laps.
10 laps. I know the race is 15 laps. I'll just make it 10, okay?
Change into third a little bit later, Annie, into that right-hander. After that right-hander. It will help the car turn in.
Two litres remaining.
That's good. Whoa, nice. That was awesome.
Hold your line.
Oh, sorry, D.
Oh, good. I
Still
was
there.
kind of trying to avoid you.
Get on the curb there.
there.
You want to get on the curb on that one.
Okay.
Still there. Car right. Hold your line.
And then do fast repairs.
Hold your line.
Alright, let me know when you guys are ready.
Hold your line.
Ready?
Clear right.
Ready.
Right side.
6.
Hold your line. Hold your line.
Warning,
Clear
you
right.
have an allocated time and will be charged at the time. Right?
On your left.
Okay.
Clear left.
Remember to withdraw from this session to be able to join the next one.
Right, the session's going up.
Got to get out of this one, yeah?
Yeah, you've got to withdraw from this one to be able to join the next one.
Yeah.
The mini Snail's still okay.
Mini Snail is moving a little bit, but fine.
Is it also in the race to learn?
Yes, it's a league session.
Also this race?
Okay.
Yeah, it will be. It's still launching. It takes a little time.
It's still launching. Okay.
Yeah,
I can't see it yet.
I can view it, but I can't connect to it.
I can't even view it yet.
Oh, I didn't even
It
get
is
to
there.
hold up. I had you guys on potato view. I'm sorry.
Holding now.
I had been in iRacing for 2 weeks, so I started it and a lot of stuff to download.
But you're racing other than iRacing. Zeta Corsa come to Joe.
No, I didn't do anything last 2 weeks.
With a flight sim?
Also, yeah. Flight sim.
This is it.
Session's up.
Oh, not hosted. League. This looks right.
That I'm hoping it doesn't say anything. It just says Annie and Larry race to learn.
Yeah, that's how leaks name any.
Yeah, I
Yeah, it says
know.
the start
Yeah,
time
but
says
that's the
3:59.
name it uses. I can't type a name in, so it just uses the leak name.
Okay.
So that's why.
Everyone remember that there's no pit limiters.
Yeah.
And the coaches was only allowed to use the 5th gear for the quali lap, right?
Yeah, Pete.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an interesting point. Darren just raised that he's got really bad lag, so I'll need to host a service in the US from next week. Okay. For the Aussie guys, Bruce, have you got loads of lag?
Lag is my life. No, it's actually pretty good.
Because I've got a Dutch server running for these sessions.
Like pretty good or Aussie pretty good?
Actually, I'm on NBN, so it's actually, I think I've got 40 up, 50 down. So it actually is seeing zero lag at all. Actually, no jumping or anything.
Yeah, I'm West Coast in the US, and I didn't have any lag at all.
Right. Good luck, folks.
Yeah.
Pit lane speed limit is
not in yet.
72 kilometers per hour.
I'm
Pit
going
exit
to
is
take a
clear.
check it now
Push
if I can get past Marcus.
Dave, did you say you're on West Coast? Was that you?
Is it in League?
Yeah, D. I'm in the West Coast, California.
What part?
Los Angeles.
You feel that earthquake last night?
I didn't. No, I'm just a little north. I'm in the northern suburbs, and all my friends felt it, but I didn't.
I'm near Long Beach, and it rattled my house pretty good.
Oh yeah, I heard. I'm up in Santa Clarita, so I didn't feel it at all.
Yeah, it was a good old school shaker, not like a wavy one. It was one that just like really just shook the house. It's pretty crazy.
How much was it on the Richter scale?
4.6.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Back on cold tires.
I don't even feel the cold tires. I was just thinking, it doesn't feel like cold tires on this track.
One of the reasons for that could be more or less all the corners is banked somehow, so you can actually carry quite a lot of speed through
On your
that.
right. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
Oh, just joined in. Seconds up.
5 minute practice.
Okay.
There we go. Practice.
5 minutes to get in. Never mind. Oh, that was practice. Okay, cool.
Qualifying.
1 lap? Is that right? Single lap, do it right.
The pit lane speed limit is 72 kilometers per hour.
Sorry,
Okay.
mistake on my
Clear.
side.
We've got 1 laps to get the job done.
10 minutes qualifying with 1 lap. Right?
No pressure, guys.
No.
It's the new UI, man. I can't use last settings with the new UI. I have to key every single option in again. And if anyone's hosted the race, you'll know what I'm talking about.
How long's the race, Larry?
10 laps, I think.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure anymore.
1 lap.
Well, it's a maximum 25 minutes.
Is
Yeah.
it 10
Yeah, any
or
number of
10 in
laps.
binary?
No, Larry. Just drive the car.
We will intentionally dirty the lap. We just stuck from the back. We did.
I reckon it's a win for you, Annie, if you can climb into this track.
That wasn't very optimistic.
10-1 makes me really nervous.
I think the trickiest turn is the penultimate. For me. I think that's where I'll lose myself at the time. How did I say that only one lap qualifying? That was ridiculous.
There's an off track, all gone.
Oh.
Any complaints about Race to Learn session hosting, please send it to Annie.
All my problems exist between steering wheel and pedals.
Oh, and you need to change your SPO before the race, okay? To 4, yes, because we're running 5.
Already done that. We started side by side.
I've not done that. So I've lost my wing again.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
And just check your fuel level as well, Annie.
4, 3,
Okay, what?
2,
11.8.
box now.
Where do I check that?
In garage. Right at the bottom, above anti-roll bar.
I can't. Okay, hold on. That's why I can't see it. Oh crap! What do I do now?
No such word as can't. Can't means won't. Won't means get to bed early.
Okay, I can't see it, Larry. In a 5. No, don't worry. Just whatever.
Okay, you guys all qualified? Can I advance the session?
No, I think Bruce
Hold on.
did it.
Okay. All right.
What are you trying to do?
Almost there.
I tried, but no result.
What are you trying to do, Annie?
Overlays in the way. Overlays
I
just in the way.
off-tracked.
Charles.
Sorry?
Overlays in the way. It's fine.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I seem to have taken pole, except I took a pit stop. So I'm just going to fall back to the back. I didn't have a chance to dirty my lap, so I hit the pit stop instead, and I still got a pole lap.
It's just bragging, that, ain't it? That's it. That's braggers, right?
So I'm actually, I'm going to.
That's just showing off.
Because I'm going to pull over to the side.
I'm going to do the same.
To start from the back.
I'll do the same.
Someone needs to share their tire warming secrets.
That's going to be a thing. Testing the edge of grip's going to be part of it. And tire warming is all about trying to balance the amount of grip you're building between the front and the rear.
Yeah.
Okay, shout when you're ready to forward session.
I'm good now.
Bruce, Genesis, I think Bruce.
Yeah.
Ignore me, move on.
Okay, can anyone shout that wants me to wait? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gonna forward now. Okay, where's the option? Advanced session. Here we go.
That's the end of the session. Pole position. Well done, mate.
Good luck.
Good luck, everybody. Have fun.
Have fun.
Good luck, everyone.
Larry,
Yeah,
how
you
many?
two, I will try not to kill you.
I'm going to pull to the left, Lawrence and Andrew.
Yeah, same here. I'm gonna pull left immediately.
Okay, so all the 1 to 4 is gonna pull left. Is that right? No, not Mike. Sorry, Pete and Charles and Walter.
I'll also pull. Yeah.
Don't worry about me. I ended up in the pace car, so.
Oh dear me.
10
I'm on the right
laps.
side, pulling
Track
right.
temp is 101 Fahrenheit. Okay, Pete, are you ready? Watch for the lights. Floor it. Green, green, green.
Go, go, go.
Go for it, Mike.
Car right. Clear right. Car right.
Gonna win it in the
Hold your
second
line.
corner.
I'll let you have the corner.
Hold your line.
Not like
Clear
that,
right.
man.
On your right.
Colton.
Still there. Clear right. On your
Well,
right.
that was a lie.
Sorry,
3
Andrew.
wide. You're in the middle.
Oh, you're
Clear
right. I'm not
right.
sure if I think that might have been my
Left
fault.
side.
Right, done.
No, I
Go
turned it and you
around.
didn't
On your
turn.
left.
Jimmy's not happy
Hold
with
your
that.
line.
Appreciate that.
Clear left.
Jacobson is now in the lead.
But I've still got 4 wheels, so I can still win.
My car's all over the place.
Car left. Still there. Clear left. Left side. Clear left. Left side. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line.
I've got a jump start to serve. I won't do
Hold
it
your
this time,
line.
I'll do it next.
You want me to clear it?
Hold your line.
Oh, yes, please.
Who's
Still
that?
there.
I can't see. I'm in VR.
That's Bruce.
Still there. You're in the middle, 3 wide.
Didn't you know that was a thing?
Hold your line. Clear right. On your left.
Thank you,
You're
sir.
in the middle, 3 wide. Clear right. Clear all round.
Well, that was scary.
Car right. Clear right. Right side.
I just cleared his black
Clear
flag and he
right.
took me out.
I didn't touch you.
Yeah, I know.
Still there. You're on the
Come on,
left,
Justin.
3 wide.
Is he gone now?
I can.
4 wide, turn 1.
Hold your line.
Is he gone now, Bruce?
You're on the left,
Yes,
3
it has,
wide.
thank you, sir.
Still there. Clear
Oh,
right.
and it goes a miss.
Sorry.
I was leading
Clear
the
right.
race.
Still leading, yeah.
Ooh.
That's
And that
exciting.
was me.
You got me that time.
I was a bit ambitious there, people. Sorry about that.
I think I've got some damage. People are catching me way too easy.
Can I make
Car
it back
left.
without my front tire falling? That's the question.
Hold your line.
Oof.
Hold your line.
Sorry. Who was that? Mike.
Still there.
All good.
Clear left. On your left. Hold your line.
So Bruce is
Still
missing
there.
a nose as well. I'm going to the pits,
Clear
Bruce.
left. Car left. Clear left.
Oh, it's just your nose.
The left front wheel I'm more concerned about.
Yeah, my right. I'm still going.
Got a tow, damn it.
Car left.
Hey, what state's the back of my car in, mate?
Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
So how much do I get for putting a pick on Anne?
Hey, watch it.
The leader has just done a 157.59. P2.
On your
A
right.
nice fruitcake, I think.
Clear right.
Sorry.
Yellow flag.
Oh,
Keep your
you guys all
On your
passed.
left.
Oh, here
Hold your
comes
line.
Pete.
Yellow flag for D coming out of the
Clear left.
pits.
Nice one, Pete. Nice move.
Oh,
mate.
and here comes Bolton and Walter as well. Ah! Oh, watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. Damn!
I know it's wrong now. My clouds is fucked up. I can't see shit.
I knew that wasn't gonna last.
You crash out.
I span out. I felt the pressure because Walter and Pete and Bolton was behind me and I went through... Oh, you were in front of me, sorry.
It was
Catch-
me.
Catch up, Annie. I'll wait for you. I got nothing better to do.
No, it's fine.
I'm 2 laps down already.
God bless you can look there too, man. Start running the program.
It's that bloody turn 1. I've got to work on turn 1. I'm really, really nervous in turn 1. I'm losing loads of time there.
And
That's why I
Walter
need to
is
practice.
just behind me now.
Oh, I'm coming for you.
That's
I've got
my
15 seconds behind
teammate
you.
from Sunday Night Skippy. So we'll be driving
Catch you.
in the
Like
league
it,
race
I'll try.
at Lime Rock Park tomorrow night at 8:20 Central. I believe is green flag. We're very similar pace.
Bloody hell. Who was that? Who's in lead? Pete.
Mark,
One.
Pete.
153.
Well, it was Pete. I don't know if
Great
Walter
stuff. Keep it coming,
Marcus
mate.
is in there or Charles. Or Mr. Bolton because he was in front there as well.
My name keeps getting thrown around. I'm innocent.
That was a nice move, Henrik.
Yeah, that was very close.
Touch the wall and still make the corner. Oh, okay.
I didn't touch the wall.
But to me, it
Pulling
looks
away
like.
from the guy behind. The gap's now 4.0.
Well, it was very, very close.
Very close.
You gotta get the flow through that section properly. Must have downshift there.
Ooh, that was a late break, early break, Andy.
Yeah, sorry, Charles. I think I've got some damage.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not sure. So have I got a back wing?
No, it's gone. Gone.
Yeah, you don't have a wing.
Yeah, I don't need one.
Makes the car lighter.
Exactly. Except for the extra weight I'm carrying. I'll use Charles for Mike for draft.
All right, Pete. Just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. That lap was at
Okay.
52.72.
Where are we going?
Have I got lost my wing now?
No, it's there. Just it's not quite as perfect as it were before, Charles. I apologise, my fault.
No worries.
I was too busy looking at the relative instead of the car.
Yeah.
And I haven't got many relatives left, so I kind of look after them.
They all died from groaning from the dad jokes, I think.
Yeah. We haven't done any announcements tonight, have we?
Yeah, it works better when I don't miss the downshift.
Yeah, that's done. Pull them up, pull them in.
Sugar. Oh,
I need to put the feet behind. Underfoot.
Oh shit. Pardon me.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one tonight.
This is excellent, mate. Keep it up. You're now in the lead. That's how
Charles never swears, right?
good for fuel.
Exactly.
I just reached out for my fan to turn it towards my face, so I just dropped it. I can't see because I'm in VR.
Oh, this turn, I just don't get this turn.
My glass is fogged up. It's like a gorillas in the mist for me.
Sorry, D, if I threw you off there.
Oh.
No, you're good.
In turn one, I'm struggling with turn one.
I'm no expert. I think you could go a little slower into it and turn in a little later.
I was catching Annie as well.
Well, don't worry, Annie just messed up. D, don't follow me.
I didn't. I tried not to.
I'm trying to push the car and myself now to see what I can and cannot do.
Charles, have you managed to fix your PC now?
Yeah, it's all good.
Awesome. What was the root cause? Do you know, or was it just like...
The graphics card was faulty, so I sent it back to EVJ in Europe, and they sent me a new one a week later. It's fine now.
Awesome, man. That's great news.
Yeah.
So I could have sent you a 3080, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. It's about the same price.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you tried getting your hands on a 38?
That was
You can't get them. You can't get them, can you?
Oh, they are going to all the bots.
Well, I have one.
The guy behind has just done a 152.51.
Yeah.
You have one, you said?
Did you get one, Andy?
Yeah.
Good night.
Oh, that's when he did. I'm out, guys. I'm not going to carry on racing.
Well, I'm saying I have one. They took
Sorry about that bomb, Charles.
No worries.
Put money.
Yeah, they took the money. The 3090 comes out next week.
Yeah.
But that's not that much better.
No, it isn't. No. You know, I've ordered a Founders car because they're better than all the others, in all my opinion. So.
Yeah.
It looks
still
good.
available.
Oh, but no, not at the moment. I got it direct from Nvidia.
Yeah.
But it was like the website went up and down like the boy Snickers. So you just how long it takes to come, I have no idea.
A lot of people said they could get it. They got it from eBuyer.
You're pulling away. The gap behind is now 5.8 seconds.
Oh, I bet it'll be 2021 before there's a decent stock of them anywhere, I think.
And that's what happened to the 20 series as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. But this is a massive bloody upgrade. And all those people with RTX 28 is doofus and that. Yeah, eyes are worth hardly anything at the moment. So.
No.
I saw on eBay some of the 3080s for
temperature's
50,000.
It's now 97 Fahrenheit.
Sorry, Henrik. Sorry, Jake. That was my bad.
Ooh, a nose cone.
Well, some guy has wrote some sort of program that goes onto eBay and inflates all the prices.
Yeah.
So they don't get sold. It's just wrong for people to do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And like Nvidia are going through every order individually now.
Yeah.
And if they can work out from the bot or a scraper, then nulling the sale.
Oh.
So, and they've apologised for allowing that to happen and all that. So. I've been reporting them on eBay all day long. Average price is about £2,000 in England on eBay at the moment.
This is a bad track to lose a nose cone.
I tell you what it is, this is exciting. I am winning the end of the pack. Even better than mid-pack wins that.
I see an apex down. Working like that.
Yeah, like I always say, strive to be the best at whatever you do, even if what you're doing at the time is sucking.
Don't you hold back, Pete. Don't hold back, mate. I don't need to be offended or laugh at that.
Where's Jake going?
Yeah, Jake, it's season one.
That's right, Larry. P1.
Oh, in the grab.
Sure. Make a race if you want.
Time was 1:51.79.
Oh, I just lost loads of time there. Ah!
What VRS is on this? It's a 51.5, I think? Something?
I can't even get into 5th on the
Oh,
straight.
jeez. Start worrying about that
There's an
times. There you
impetus
go.
if you want to, but
Only one to go anyway. Oh no, Trevor's got throughput. Interesting. Going to second a little earlier there, I think will work better.
I still 3 seconds off the pace. It's crazy.
Oh, what is spice?
151.
What?
That's that's what Pete's running, I think. Or
151?
I think so, yeah.
And you are just 2 seconds.
151.791.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's luckily in another split.
My fastest lap was a 155. Right. Loads of practice.
One more lap for the win. Come on. You're now in the lead.
If I keep doing that, then that's why as well.
White flag.
God damn it. Get off the brake a little sooner.
The gap behind's increased to 7.3.
we still want first for the turn and then maybe initial acceleration. No, for whatever.
Well done, mate. You made them all look silly today.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, curb. Forgot about the curb.
Hey Ken, how's it going, man? We're just finishing up our race to learn session here. This was our functional
This was
race.
a good session. It would have taken me ages to learn this track.
Oh, holy shit, what have you done?
I think that was everyone. No, here comes
I got
Lawrence.
wheel damage. That's fair.
You get a
Lovely.
good view of that, Annie?
Oh, lovely, you two. Oh, brilliant.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, that last lap I did a 154, so I know there's loads of times that I can. Oh, okay.
So 153 mid to low is what I'll probably get in the race.
Yeah,
Well,
this was
practice
I said this is an instructive session, so these are just the Snail Racing Race to Learn students. So
Okay,
just kind of
154,
practice session.
157,
Walter, where's Pete? Pete at 151.7.
I had a 52 in there just with X in it, so it doesn't give it to you,
do a
which kind
little-
of sucks, but oh well.
Let's see.
That's true as well, yeah, it does that.
That's good though. Going 152.
It's all that first turn. You have to really nail that to keep your momentum up all the way to like turn 4.
Yeah.
And the
No, this was
penultimate, I think, is
okay. I'll show you why I
later
did
you could
that.
break there and get
Because
that
I
car
meant to dirty my qualifying lap because this is an instructive session,
in turn 1.
and
Definitely. I've got at least a second.
there's more
in turn
benefit
1
for
on a lap,
everybody
for fact.
if the instructors start from
I
the
can
back.
do that, Annie.
So this was my
You
quality
got to be
lap.
careful just to not turn in too early. It's if you turn in too early, you
The lap
squeeze
itself
out
not important,
your line.
but
it doesn't work. You have to
I,
really slow down.
I couldn't manage a 0x. I even intentionally smacked
Thanks
the wall.
everyone, that was a
Thank
great
you,
session.
thank
Thanks,
you,
Coach
Andrew,
Crystal.
thank
It's
you.
I'm
very
like, shit, there's no grass left.
Yeah, I'm out. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a good one.
Seem to get to dirty lap, tried to
Bye-bye.
0x, so I was like, fine.
Thank you,
I'll
coaches.
pit.
Thank you very much for tonight.
Thanks.
Yeah, of course. Hope it was useful. So here I pit, but the start-finish line is...
Really, my push to talk button hasn't been working in the background, but
right
yeah, I had a
here.
good time myself.
So I still ended up getting pole, trying
Good,
to
Jack, I'm
pit.
glad.
No, Snail Racing is...
Oh, thank you.
So this is
Coaches.
Annie and Larry
Thank you,
at Snail Racing on Twitch. So they're not a racing team. They are a driver development community, right? So we're doing these once a week sessions where we do track walkthroughs, drills, and practice races. There may eventually be a league, like a proper league, but for now it's mostly instructive, collaborative training. I'm just trying to help each other get faster, and we're trying to put together a semi-formal curriculum. So something that you can't really get off of
Thank you, Pete.
VRS
Thank you,
or
Marcus. That was
Yeah, it was a great
Twitch
session,
or
guys. It's
anything
an
like
incredible
that.
session.
So-
I've learned way more than ever before. It was incredible.
All right, cool. Yeah, glad you liked it. So everybody who's
That's why we're
still
here
in,
for.
I don't know who we've still got in chat here, but it looks like it's mostly just us. So I guess we can As you can say, probably
just finishing up his stream.
Oh, sorry. No, my wheel wasn't registering the push to talk, I guess. So I was going to say, it looks like most people jumped out, but maybe we want to maybe post some individuals privately, because I think some people are a little shy to give feedback, just in the Discord, and just kind of see what people thought of this format.
I think, honest opinion, the initial bit, I think it can be a bit long at the start. It depends on now what you want to learn. So I'm speaking for other people. So I'll try to interpret that.
Sure. Yeah, I think time
before we
boxing is
actually get on
important.
track. I don't know. It's a question worth asking.
Maybe I should do that walkthrough, because I'm prepping at the latest, a few hours before the session. Maybe I should just record that as a VOD, and try
I was
to
going to suggest
keep
to
it
you
wrapped
that
up.
you and I record that ahead of time so we can make it available pre-session.
Yeah, I think that makes some sense. I mean, it's asking a little bit more of people, commitment-wise, to go on. But if I keep that to 10, 15 minutes, it's more track time.
Yeah. But that's the only thing I can think of, is that people don't want to sit and listen. They would rather be in the car driving. I think that's
For sure. And honestly, that's probably better presented to more of a classroom format anyway. So maybe it makes more sense to not make people sit in the session for that. Maybe it makes more sense even to stream it and use the Discord streaming, so we can talk through it right ahead of time. I don't know. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, because
All right,
it'll be
no
good to get
problem.
other people's feedback. To be honest, I don't find it boring at all. I enjoy that, because I get to ask you questions. But other people might. I'm just speaking for other people.
Well, I mean, at this point, it's usually me and you having a discussion anyway. So why don't we just do that, right? And record the discussion
ahead of time and record it.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah, let's do that, Pete. Let's just
sounds
get
good.
it out. Let's find a day in the week when it works, and then we'll sort it out.
Yep, makes sense.
Okie doke.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna jump off. Thanks.
Yeah,
Good session.
same here. Good night, folks.
Okay, I am going to do a review on this race. So just jumping out of the Discord. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I tried to dirty my lap by taking the pit, and I still crossed the line in pole. So I intended to start from the back. That's why I pulled over left, and you can see a lot of the other instructors did the same. So we're all just kind of pulling over to the left and letting the students go ahead, so we can let them do their own thing, and then we come through the back of the field. So it's not dissimilar from doing the reverse grid practice races for Sunday Night Skippy that we do on Wednesday and Friday night, to get people accustomed to what it's like to have high velocity contender coming through behind you and squeezing you and that kind of thing. And then for us, the more experienced folk, it helps us with some more practice, remembering what it looks like to see a little bit more unpredictability and sharpen those skills with reading traffic. So it works out pretty well for everyone. There's Walter. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this is my Sunday Night Skippy partner here. He just sent it. Like, he's got the Lego smiley face helmet, and then I've got the Lego skull helmet. Neat. That's kind of a weird sound on his throttle. Okay, alright. Let's do incidents. Everybody likes incidents. Yeah, that is a dynamic situation right there. Little bump draft. Oh, this is what we had going on. Jesus Christ. This is a sharp livery. I like these. Danger, danger, danger. Yep. Oh, God. That was... Okay. More incidents. Once had one? Oh, yeah, that was the... Oh, I didn't see that happen. Oh, yikes. Okay, what happened there? Charles got into him? He's just fully committed. Nope. Hey Roger, good to see you too, man. I'm just finishing up our RaceToLearn session here. Oh dear, that's hot. Oh, that's not... Oh, well, I expected that to be much worse. Mostly held it. Was this end of the race? Yeah, it was only 6 laps. Okay. Okay, save that one for review. See what we need to work on. What do we do for laps anyway? Let's see. I know I've got some issues in there, so I've probably got 2 or 3 tenths still, especially in the last sector. So probably, I'd imagine then mid to low 51s will probably be pace this week. I think I should have been able to do this consistently, and probably a fair bit lower for fastest, because I know I made quite a few mistakes. So we can definitely work on that. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Got some Chinese food calling my name. And then we'll be back on at the latest for Sunday Night Skippy tomorrow night. And then Monday is the first race of the Precision Racing League GT3 series that I'll be running with SRT Esport. First time back in GT3 in a very long time. It will definitely be interesting. I'm feeling borderline incompetent at the moment, so most of the rest of the weekend's going to be practicing GT3 chops. We'll see how far we can get, but that'll be an interesting one. Again, Monday night, I want to say that's 8 Central. I'll have to double check on that. But yeah, we'll see you then. Thanks, guys.